like a swan, grace on the water, lips like sugar, lips like sugar. Just when you think you've caught her, she glides.
Right there in the middle is Eureka Sand Dunes, the tallest dunes in the continental United States, I think. Or maybe in the entire United States. I believe there's many in Alaska and Hawaii. It's been a great hike so far. Just came up this little valley and heading up to this peak up here. Peak something. It's on the route. And somewhere beyond there is Last Chance Mountain. But yeah, so far so good. It's had to ventilate. Got a little hot coming up that last section. It's going to be fun going down. It's a lot of screed, but it was relatively stable going up. Going down may be different, but oh well. There's unnamed peak over there. Maybe I'll hit on the way back. Depends on how much time I have, how I feel. There's another one in the distance, but that's a little too far away. And a lot of elevation drop. But yeah, so far it's a really nice hike. Really enjoying it. And great views. I'm on top of peak 7853. The valley I drove across to get here, and in the distance the snowy Sierra. That's where I'm headed. You can't see Last Chance Mountain yet, but I can kind of see a little bit of white peeking up behind it. Well, hopefully there's not too much snow. That's beautiful up here. Tea Kettle Junction somewhere down there. I think it's Tea Kettle Junction, one of those junctions. And in the distance there's Death Valley. So making good time, so far so good. Already at, I don't know, 7,600 feet. I think it's only another 800 to go, but I got some roller coasters here coming up, so I'm going to boogie. Last Chance Mountain, almost there. Got some more roller coastering. Just came up to peak 8250. Kind of steep. It's gonna be interesting going down with loose rock, but actually it wasn't too loose, but loose enough to be concerning. Beautiful up here.
And my Siamese twin, alone on the river, mirror kissing.
On top of Last Chance Mountain, 8,456 feet. Looking down into the Eureka Sand Dunes right there in the middle. Snowy Sierra in the distance. And snowy White Mountains in the distance, with White Mountain right there in the center. Palmetto Mountains, which I drove through that pass a couple days ago. Might do some peak bagging over there someday. Tin Mountain in the distance. Really good hike. Highly recommend it. There's 360-degree views up here up top, and it's beautiful. I'm really glad that the weather worked out and the wind died down and I was able to get up here. It's a good way to end the trip. Although it's not over yet. I have to get down now and do the reverse roller coaster. So that should be fun. Wasn't too bad coming up a few steep sections, but scree wasn't too loose. So that should be interesting going back down. But we'll head on back down now. Great hike. Looking back up at peak 7853. And yeah, coming down these peaks have been harder than I remember going up. They're relatively stable though. The scree isn't too bad. There's only been a few spots where I slipped, but I tried contouring over instead of going up to the top, and that was a mistake. I should have just gone up to the top and come down. Would have saved myself a lot of heartache and misery, and was kind of white knuckle gripping the poles there for a few times. I should know by now that contouring on peaks is harder than just going up to the peak and coming down. Oh well, I will not traverse next time. But it sure is beautiful up here. Can't get enough of this view.
So cruelly you kissed me. Your lips a magic world. Your sky all hung with jewels. The killing moon will come too soon. Fate up against your will. Through the thick and thin, he will wait until you give yourself to him.
Looking up onto peak 7853, right there, and you just kind of follow this road up to that saddle in the middle and go right up the ridgeline. It's steeper than I thought it would be, but it wasn't that bad. Poles helped on the way down, especially. So there's my car, and that is the entrance to the mine. It's kind of hard to see because the sun's right in my face. These mines are pretty cool. And there's like no barricade, they just open up. One could walk right in if they wanted to. It's probably not that safe, and I don't plan on doing it. Part of me does want to go down just a little bit, just to see what it's like.
No, it must be the killing time, unwillingly mine. Fate up against your will.